Alright, how would you respond if a stock that you are watching, falls 10%, 8%, 10% on a downtrend? Okay, would you be very, very scared and like, okay, that's a bad stock, I'm not gonna touch it ever, okay, and just delete it from my watch list? Or are you gonna keep an eye out for opportunities for overreaction plays? And those are the plays that we are gonna be watching for this coming week. There are quite a lot of opportunities this coming week for this kind of overreaction plays whereby the stock has dipped massively, and for it to come up just about 50% of its lost value would be amazing for us. For example, if it falls 10%, if it can recover 5%, that's a decent profit as well. But we do not want to catch a falling knife, hence we will want to look for a confirmation and then enter into those positions. Sometimes some of the best trades are the most uncomfortable ones, as I mentioned before. So this week I'm going to talk about the top 3 swing trade stocks for this coming week. And, 2 sectors that I've been looking at, that have massive potential for a comeback, and stocks that are going to be in these 2 sectors, which are going to be discussed in this coming week. In my opinion, these companies have the best setup and good risk to reward ratio for this coming week. But before we jump into the video, it will help me out a ton, alright, if you give that like button a smash, just like our portfolio which got smashed last week. And as a reward, here's a picture of me by the seaside chillin'. And hopefully, after all these events are over, after this pandemic's over, I will be chilling somewhere else in the world very nicely. And also, Interactive Brokers, the broker that I'm using, is giving out free stocks. Okay, referral link in the description below, but more on that later. Alright, so first, let's take a look at, the entire 2 sectors that I think have massive potential for the upside. Okay, Nasdaq reaching, consolidating, Dow have reaching an all-time highs. Okay, mostly the bigger cap companies are heading up higher, right? Hence, these big companies, right, or the big cap companies have a good chance of a small pullback in the near future. And hence, I would like to focus on the S&P mid caps and the small caps, which is around, the $1 billion company to the $10 billion companies, all right? Those are the companies that I'm looking out for and I'm targeting. All right, and the 2 sectors that I think have most potential now are the consumer discretionary, which has been overall in an uptrend, and you can see a very strong base support at $108 over here, okay, which provides further, liquidity as well as, a lot of pressure right here. If it springs to the further upside, it will be a massive move. So consumer discretionary, a strong, eye is on this for me personally. And as well as, communication services is making its next leg up. Okay, it was going to look like a head and shoulders pattern, but again, it showed strength above the $83, closing strongly above there. Hence, I think, the communication sector will actually go on to head up higher. Okay, communication sectors being like, companies like Facebook, etc., etc. Okay, so these are the 2 sectors that we are going to look at very, very closely for this coming week. But first, an update for last week's picks, right? So first, BGFV, okay, I opened on Monday. I went in on this company, okay, it popped up to 10%, and I actually took profits, on using this method, right? Profit take on the first big pop. Okay, I felt that was a pretty good pop itself. 10% profits. I was like, wow, okay. Then I took around majority of my positions out of BGFV, okay, and I left around half my positions in the company. So again, the harder half of the company right now is down around 3%, okay, for my position on that, but I took half my profit. So again, overall, I'm still up on BGFV. Okay, so again, BGFV, I might even look to, enter on this week's swing trade stocks, okay, which I'm going to show you later right here. So that's for BGFV. Roku. Okay, Roku, I felt that was a pretty good strength, okay. I took a small position here, okay, and right now I'm being stopped out of this trade when it broke below, this range over here, okay, $381, okay. I actually got stopped out on Roku, and I got a good, 3-4% loss on Roku itself. So again, Roku is right now being on a super downtrend area over here. So again, that's why it's very important to have your stop loss. So again, the next resistance area I can see, it might even go down to 340, okay, before it can rebound. And I'll be looking definitely to re-enter Roku on a better price. But Roku is honestly a fundamentally good company, but valuations wise might be a little bit stretched right now. Hence, I'll wait for it to come back down a little bit more before entering Roku for a swing trade. Okay, and last 2, okay, MP Materials, okay, same thing I did as BGFV, okay, I took profits, I entered here, I took profits near the resistance around $40 level, okay, it did hit $40 level, okay, but it's not reflected here in Google Charts because it does not show, those spikes, okay, but I did set a profit take at $40 and it got filled, okay, and I got a good 5% profits on MP Materials, okay, ESI as well, ESI I entered around here, $23, and I'm up currently around 3%-ish, okay, and I'm still holding ESI because I'm looking at this, right, I think it can still go up a little bit more, okay, I'm personally going to take most of my profits away. After hours, also up another 1.65%. So that's it for last week's picks, the successes as well as the losses that I incurred, and I would say pretty decent considering the entire market was pretty bloody, especially for certain sectors. Now, let's look at stock and state trading, okay, LATE format, all of you know this, okay, pause the video, read all this if you need to, or watch my previous videos. I'm going to speed through this video on this one. And now I'm going to look at the TC's entry price, profit target, stop loss, expected holding time for all these companies. First company I'm going to talk about is IPG. Okay, IPG is in the communication sector, okay, like Roku, like Facebook, right? And looking at the 1 day time frame, right? Okay, 1 day time frame, you can see that this company is on a huge momentum upwards. Okay, I saw that there's a lot of momentum up here, and if you look at the weekly time frame as well, okay, it's currently on a super momentum play. So again, if the entire sector rallies next week, right? Okay, you can continue to see this high go high. Okay, so always I like to enter in an area of value, but again, for this case, right, I would like to go on to the lower time frame, like 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour, and I actually set a buy entry around this range, which is near here. You can see this yellow moving average over here. I'll buy near the $37 level, okay, and wait for it to go to the further upside. Okay, stop loss, you want to look at the ATR, okay, 20 cents, so at 20 cents, I would like to times 2 of that. So again, I would put my stop loss, okay, right below this moving average over here, around $37, minus 40 cents, around $36.60 would be a decent stop loss area for me to put. All right, so I'm going to draw it out like this. Okay, around here, $36.60 would be the area which I want to put. So around here will be my stop loss, all right? Here will be my stop loss area for me to go to the further upside. Okay, and zooming out again to the 1 day time frame, right? Okay, so this will be my stop loss. Okay, my profit taking area will be by trailing stop loss, and that's for IPG. Next company I'm going to talk about is actually XPEL. XPEL, right? Massively dipping, right? Bam, bam, bam. A lot of fears in this company, okay? But the interesting thing about this company, if you look at the 1 week time frame, right? Okay, it's actually going back to the area of support at this yellow moving average. It's retracing back to the 20 moving average over here. So again, if we can see a strong rebound, right? Engulfing green candle that closes above this line, which validates this yellow line, we can see a strong, move back to its all-time highs to $100, which is a significant amount, right, for us to make. Okay, going back to the 1 day time frame, you can see that okay, it's now trading near the 100 moving average, the 50 moving average, as well as it's going above and out of the Bollinger Band, and you can see there's a small little resistance over here. So again, if it manages to close strongly, one candle closing strongly, right, at $81, right, that's where I would want to enter. Okay, and if I entered there, my stop loss would definitely be around here. Okay, this will be my stop. My stop loss would be definitely around here. My profit taking target would be around here. Okay, near the Bollinger Band at $99. So this is the amount that we want to, take a look at. Okay, so taking a look at the long position, all right, this is what I would like to see. Okay, so this is the target price around here. The entry price would somewhere be around here. Okay, the stop loss would be around here. Stop loss would be here. Entry price around somewhere near this middle of the button over here. So it's looking at terms of risk to reward, right? Looking in terms of risk to reward is around a 4 risk to reward ratio on this trade if you manage to to enter on this company. All right, and this company is in the consumer discretionary, which if you rallies that will be pretty decent as well. All right, and I said last company, BGFV, right? BGFV again mentioned before. Okay, this company, this is on the weekly time frame. Let's go on the 1 day time frame. Okay, 1 day time frame over here. Okay, you can see that it has touched 1, 2, 3 times before. So again, if it bounces one more time, all right, that means it closed one level over here. Okay, let's bring out the doodle, right? So if it closed around here once, right, then it manages to close higher a little bit around here, then that will be pretty decent as well. So for this, okay, the entry will roughly be around here. Okay, my entire position will be, I will enter around here. My stop loss would roughly be below here. Okay, and looking at the ATR, right? Here it's around $1.71. So again, after I put my stop loss around here, okay, this is the lowest point, right? Okay, I'll actually put $1 lower than that. So it'll actually be $19, around $19. $19, $18. Okay, this will be in case the spikes happen, right? So this is where I will enter. I'll enter around here. My profit taking target area, okay, will actually be near the highs over here, near a lot of resistance around here. So actually it's around a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, but again, I think this is pretty worth it because I think although it's a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, I think you will swing more towards the further upside than the downside if the sector rallies as well. Okay, bonus stock for you guys, KRIK, Kirkland's, right? Okay, so it has been on a downtrend on this yellow moving average on the daily time frame, but recently it has popped up above the yellow moving average, above the time frame over here. So again, this could be a pretty bullish factor for you guys as well. Okay, so again, you want to look a little bit more on Kirkland's, okay, but I'll leave it to you to do your own research on this one as well. Okay, and that's it for today's video, everyone. Okay, again, Interactive Brokers is giving out $1,000 worth of free stocks. Okay, and if you open a account with Interactive Brokers today, you can actually stand a chance to get this free. They are removing their monthly inactivity fee, and they also have one of the lowest options trading costs there is out there, and they are very, very reputable broker, which I personally use. So okay, if you don't mind clicking on that video, opening up an account with them if you don't have one yet, or recommend it to your friends using my link, okay, I'll appreciate it a lot, and it really, really help this small channel grow and for me to put out more great content like this one. Alright, and without further ado, right, I hope you guys trade safe, have a good weekend ahead, and I'll see you again in the next video, everyone. Stock stayed out.